What happened to the Indian subcontinent? Throughout Earth's geologic history, there have been a number of catastrophes that have reshaped and reformed our planet's landmasses, but none have been quite as ancient or as apocalyptic as the time the entirety of the Indian subcontinent fell off the Earth and disappeared into space. Back when the Earth used to be flat around 60 million years ago, the Indian subcontinent was part of the Gondwana supercontinent. Fossil records indicate that sometime in this era, the Indian subcontinent began to split with the Gondwana supercontinent and floated away in the ocean. At first, it looked like it would crash into the Eurasian plate, but a strong prevailing wind pushed the Indian subcontinent east, where it proceeded to crash through the ice walls surrounding the flat Earth and drifted into space. It is clear that the absence of India had a critical impact in shaping many historical events that would follow this catastrophe. As Alexander the Great conquered his way through the Persian Empire in 327 BC, he quite literally hit the edge of the known world when he reached where India should have been. This forced him to turn his armies around, and had there been more land to conquer, it's entirely possible that Alexander wouldn't have died too soon. Sometime in the 17th century, the British became aware of this missing Indian landmass due to the large hole it left in the ice walls at Earth's edge. Desperate to get it back so that they could colonize it, the British formed the East India Space Company and began sending ships into outer space to locate the lost resource-rich landmass. Although it took them many years to find and return India to Earth, some of the British explorers got lost in space and began to accidentally colonize the universe. This would explain why in many of today's space documentaries, most aliens are able to speak fluent English, and some of them even have British accents. When the East India Space Company finally located India, they had unknowingly traveled out millions of light years using a wormhole. When they returned back to Earth using this same wormhole, it returned them back to around Earth millions of years in the past. This was long before Earth had been flattened by a drunk black hole, and sometime after Xenu himself had visited Earth. Since the Earth was now round, there was simply no way to safely re-enter Earth's atmosphere. India smashed back into the Earth in a cataclysmic event that wiped out all the dinosaurs living on Earth and evaporated the accompanying British explorers. The large meteoric impact landed exactly on top of the existing Indian subcontinent, which would later contribute to the formation of the Himalayan mountain range. Although a highly debated and hot topic in the pseudo-Terra Histo-Astronet geological field, many Terra Histo-Astronet geologists have proved this lost India theory by banging a hammer against a metal sheet and doing extensive amounts of palm readings. But even though it is clear this catastrophic event created a brand new historical timeline, many professional historians, physicists, and geologists utterly refuse to recognize it. A shout out to my patrons for your continued support of the truth.